Welcome back to another Super Dwarf versus the world. Being how special ball pythons are to the reptile industry, I knew that this had to be a pretty special episode, so I really appreciate you having us down here for this.
Yeah, super excited.
And giving us the time.
I think we're going to win.
I don't think so.
Okay.
There's no way.
We'll
Super Dwarfs are so much better than ball pythons. We'll just start with that, but good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, you ready? All right, so first category is going to be wow factor. That's like coolness, impressiveness, and this is on a scale of like, if they're terrible, I guess you could give them a 0, but we say 1 to 10.
Okay, I'm going to go maybe controversial. I'm just going to say based on the regular ball python.
Okay.
Okay, I would say it's a 5 at most.
That's super,
Python, which
that's
is good.
super fair, actually, yeah.
Pythons are cool in general. They're, as a kid, I loved all reptiles. Ball pythons weren't on my radar for a reason.
Yeah.
There's much cooler ones.
You're
out
looking
there.
at maybe like a jungle carpet python or
Right,
something like
some of
that.
those bright yellow. Right.
Bolins.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
only because of the morphs that the wow factor is increased with ball pythons, I would say.
You know what though? I don't like, okay, so I'm not usually there to try to help the enemy, but you have to factor morphs in because holy crap, the morphs on ball pythons. So let's give like a 5, but if you add the morphs, what do they get?
I think at that point you're up into the 8 or 9s because just whatever you like the most, you can find one like that.
Yeah, we have to at least consider that because it is such a big part of ball pythons.
7 then?
Yeah, let's do a 7.
Okay.
I'm boosting you up. All right.
Okay.
Shoot, we better still win. Now I'm in trouble. Okay.
I told you I'd be very realistic. That's my person.
You're a humble
very
person.
analytical.
You're a humble, and I'm
Well,
not. That's why I'm gonna win.
These don't reflect me.
That's good. Identity versus role. You got it
right.
nailed. Good for you. Okay, diversity, meaning like lots of options or varieties.
Oh, it's huge. 10.
10 out of 10.
There's almost no more. That could be more than that.
Yeah.
More options.
I will tell you, it's probably like your fault as much as anybody. But like back in the day when ball pythons had like single, maybe double morph combos, I was like, the problem is the wild types are dirt colored snakes. You just can't get away from it. Nowadays, forget it. Like I told you, when I go to the shows, I'm like, I have to look at ball pythons because it's unbelievable
Yes.
how far they've come.
Yeah, there's seemingly no limit except for like true blues and true greens, but who knows?
You're getting close.
I know. We have to working on it.
I've seen some.
5 years ago, we thought real good reds were kind of impossible, and now we're definitely
Now you have
so,
reds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, cool. How about attainability? Would be like, if you want one, how easy is it to get?
Again, 10. They're so common right now, right? It's so easy to get a hold of, and at all different price points. Right now, because now you get some really cool stuff at Petco's, morphs at Petco that just shows you how it's become very ubiquitous.
They're like knocking on the door of truly domesticated when they sell fancy varieties.
Right, they don't even bother telling what morphs they are. It's just fancy.
There's just a bin of fancies.
It's just like mice.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay, I'll agree with you on that one. Personality. How good is their personality?
Boy, well, on a scale from like if you're looking at, I think 1 would be something that just wants to bite you all the time, and
Probably, yeah.
5 would be something that can go either way. Personality, but I'm looking at more on a scale of like we have those Bolins out there, which I think are a 10 on personality for a snake.
Yeah.
They seem like they're very intelligent, very smart, and they know you, and they're not aggressive. I would say these are maybe a 6 or 7. I mean, they're nice, but they also don't seem like they interact with you like some of the bigger species do, like maybe some of the retics do.
Yeah. No, you're right.
They have less interaction on that level. They're more just like using you as a tree to climb, and they don't seem to be hyper aware of what's going on.
Yeah, I got
they're just scared or not.
On the other hand, I think that does make them they fill a very important niche for like the snakes for people who don't like snakes.
Right.
They're very unsnake-like.
Right, that's a big one. No,
Yeah.
They're not slithery. Like
Right.
there's some of these corn snakes. They're like, man, they're too frenetic. They won't hold still for a second. That's frustrating.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, good. I like it. Yeah. All right. So how is like the industry's market support for them? Now I have a ball python, and I need to go set it up.
I think it's pretty high. Between if you want to go with the aquarium look, that's probably a little harder. But we definitely on the rack systems. There's more and more of these companies that are coming out. Or you can do the focus cubes or the caging.
Yeah, more of like a display.
Right. I think it's 9.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it could be better. I think somebody needs to figure out how to make a rack system that works like an aquarium. Like you get the fact that you be able to view them at the same time as have them in a tight spot. That's the challenge, right?
So let me do like mini rant here, but I think it's important, right? So the big question is always like tubs versus enclosures, and people get politically violent over this one.
Right.
But I feel like you're more of like a balanced opinion on it, where there are pros and cons to each. Right. So and ball pythons are the perfect argument because they do very well in a rack system, but there's a huge movement towards enclosures.
Right, but this whole domestication thing is for people, right?
Yes.
And that means right. But that means that our opinions of how to keep the animal matter, right? So we want the animal to be happy, obviously. But if we can find a way to get the animal happy while being able to view it in a pretty thing in our living room still, and not just like an ugly rack in the corner, then that's the perfect solution. I feel like we could try harder to get there.
So you can make a cool display that keeps the ball python truly happy, not like we're happy because we put cute stuff in there, but they are happy because they have what they need. That's a 10.
That's the perfect scenario.
Perfect answer.
We're working on it. We'll get there.
Cool.
I believe it.
Yeah, good. I like that industry. How about their interactivity? Like, so I do want something like, like I think like a rock iguana would be like a 10. Like it's like a dog. You know what I mean? So how is a ball python 1 to 10?
5.
Really?
Yeah, they don't care about me. I mean, they see me as something that is to climb. I really don't think they're interactive, really. I wouldn't put them super high on that list.
Okay, cool. Super Dwarfs are coming back. All right, there was a lot of 10s there. I was getting nervous.
Yeah.
All right, how about their ease of care?
8, maybe. They are very easy to keep. Very kind of basic parameters you can keep, but the feeding side of it is what knocks them down a couple, because they do take feeding breaks, and that's hard for people to wrap their heads around, at least on the pet side of things. And they can be very frustrating at times to figure out what's going on in their head. They're very habit forming. I think that's the best explanation of why snakes, the ball pythons especially, don't eat habits. They're very habit forming. Whatever they learn how to do, they just keep doing it.
They like the routine.
Yes, and they refuse a few meals, and suddenly they're like, "That's what I do. I see red, and I don't eat it." You know what I mean? It's like it's stuck in their head, and
I
that's
like
why.
that impression.
That's why that's a ball python impression. That's why we change tubs and change tub sizes or change the type of meal. It's only because when you do that, you break the chain of events that's led to that habit, and sometimes you can get it. Oh, they'll take that meal. They'll take that in that weird situation. They'll take it, but then you start building a new habit of eating.
Yeah, I actually love your videos on that, because I think that's that's actually probably the number one reason why, if my friends come to me and like, I want a snake for my kid, what should I get? That's really the only thing that does steer me away from ball pythons.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Maybe something that's
or like a corn snake or something you'll eat anything every time.
California King.
Nice and easy.
It's probably going to eat your finger too, but
yeah, they'll eat each other.
Right, yeah, exactly. How about the durability? So the way we said it is, how hard is it to accidentally kill one?
I would say a 7. They're really pretty easy to deal with. You can, aside from a respiratory infection or burning them or overheating, something like that, they're very tough. And the nice thing is that if something starts to go wrong, like most snakes, it goes wrong slowly. You can kind of address it.
Have time to fix it.
Right.
Human safety, public safety side of them. So you know what I mean? Like a Nile crocodile is going to get a 0 here.
Right. I think they're a 10 on that. I can't think of any safety issue.
0 actual risk to a human.
No risk to people. Yeah, so you might bleed a little bit.
This last category is a little bit interesting. It's a bonus category, so it's gonna be different for every person. You can make up your own category and rate them however you want.
Okay. So I'm gonna give them a 10 of 10.
Okay.
And the category is Pokemon.
New category.
They're collectible like Pokemon.
Oh, right? That is true.
Or Beanie Babies or whatever. And so I love using that to describe our industry a little bit, describe the ball pythons. Like, think of the most collectible thing that people love, and they love to get them all and to use them. The cool thing about the ball pythons, people say like, well, then the market's going to crash just like Pokemon.
They've been saying that for 20 years.
Right. But the difference is you can't. They're not making ball pythons in a factory in China. Right?
Yeah.
These are people, individuals, hobbyists, people who are actually working in their houses and basements or facilities to produce these for the market, and the market changes every year. There's no end to it, and we can never meet the demand. So that's why it's been so resilient.
Yeah.
But the collectability and the hobbyist side of it, where you can actually buy a few. You can create your own favorite combo. You can make the one that you dreamed about.
That is cool.
That is a master awesome category for it, I think.
All right, I don't know how Superdwarfs are gonna fare. I do like that category. I think that Superdwarfs would probably score pretty high on that one, your bonus category. Yeah. Here is Canova and their score for ball pythons. Oh, we lost. Dang it. I'm gonna film 2 reactions because I haven't done the math. Ready? Yes, we win! And, oh man, we lost. Okay.
Do the yes, you win so I can pretend to cry at the same time.
Yeah. Yes, we won! Suck it! Ball python, Superdwarfs versus the world. And then, oh, we lost. Dang it. I'm just bleeding.
I think all of those are going to make it in the final video.
Yeah,
I'm sure they will.
There's not going to be any.
Well, thank you. I thought that was great.
Yeah, it was good.